One of the wonderful things about using a physics accelerated engine for planning is this ability to give the human scale access experience. It's really about what is it actually like to be here. I'm driving this in real time, and we're as a construction worker here, but and we can zoom into first person and be third person like this. You can see we can move around anywhere, and this really starts to give you the ability to test accessibility, and interaction across a whole range of factors in the environment, and it can get more and more and more interesting as we proceed. So I just thought I would take a moment to talk about the human access and the human experience and what that can be like in this new world of planning, within spatial environments and spatial data. So using the same environment, for example, just jumping up on the roof. How did I jump up on the roof? I literally jumped up on the roof. You can see we can just jump around the environment like this, moving anywhere we like. I just do a double click and off we go. So then our man here, Simon, we don't have any setup here because this is actually not about roof access, this particular model. You can see we can kind of go anywhere and test anything and start to become and learn in quite high detail what it's like to be inside this environment, access the environment, access the dangerous areas, and even set that up as training. One of the factors in this is, of course, safety. And you can see here I've got the safety zones around the electrical fields, and in this case we need to understand what it's like to get access to the signaling system in case we need to get access and maintenance. And in this example here, a different train station model, but same sort of concept. Here we are getting access to different areas in the model, and we're learning the pathways, we're familiarizing, and even testing. So there's we've got the ability to just move a bit faster down the side of the track. Got the ability to add in firstly just raw geospatial data, which you can actually see here on the left, and then the modeled environment in here, integrate them up, and then you've got a huge repository of information around access and safety concerns and training. So if you're doing, for example, a whole railway network or a whole facility, you can add more and more physics into the environment. This saves you a lot of time, particularly when you have a lot of new people coming into the environment, as we have in the construction sector, and they need to learn particular skills. Here's another example just of human access. I've just got a bit of a video playing here of one I made earlier. I've just put a grey shader on the people for the hell of it. And you can see we get this experience. So this is very much around the architectural piece, and we really want these places to be accessible and wonderful from both a, let's call it a customer experience point of view, as well as an operator and a worker type environment. So in planning your access, there's a range of things you can do. All right, so I've got my laser pointer. So here we've just talked about these rail environments or heavy construction environments, industrial environments, testing the access and testing the usability. And there's been a lot of examples that are very expensive to fix afterwards. Testing that during optioneering stage is also a very good idea. We know of transport infrastructure that has been delivered that has been very, very expensive to maintain, including examples where people have to abseil in the middle of the night to get things happening. Similarly here, this is actually a VR experience where you can immerse yourself from the same model inside here and really get a test of the environment and ensure that you don't have things like poles for camera stands and things like that in the middle of the places, because you need these things to be accessible. Just saves you a lot of money, a lot of time doing that. In these other examples, let's get me out of the way. Here, during a construction process, we're often looking to create peace of mind that we can get access to different areas of the site. In this case is the hospital, and you can actually see we have a little pathway mapped over the top, so you can see how you get around the environment. And this could also be used for, again, for training and testing, particularly in very complex environments like hospitals or submarines or places that look kind of all the same as you move around them. And this is a similar experience where this is about interface design during an operational moment, which is we're going to do a whole bunch of building on this site, and we need to get access, and we need to let everybody know how we're going to get access, and we're even going to negotiate how we get access, because we can use real-time planning and the parametric tools to be moving those things around. But this story is just about testing that access. Now clients deserve, everybody deserves this great human experience, both at the end result, during it, maintenance, operation, construction, and of course, the community and the customer experience at the end of the day. So what do? We simply take spatial or design information that you can gather from many different sources, put them into this physics accelerated engine, and off you go. You get that experience straight out of the can. Thank you very much. Very important to get your access planning up and running.